Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 6th going to the 12th. I'm not ready yet, but some of you need to tidy up. That is the card coming through. We will dive into it and I will take that into consideration. But what was I saying? 6th to the 12th of March. I'm going to carry on pulling your cards out then. I think it was just the intro I was interrupted in. Alright, for Scorpio, please. I don't know if you guys are like doing meditation a bit more, like. Alright, for Scorpio. Alright, one more. Okay. Sorry, my eyes go really funny because I'm like, I make expressions whenever I see the messages. As if you guys know, it's not. It's like an inside joke going on in my head. Okay. Very strange message that I just picked up on. It might not be what the whole reading is about, but I just get a sense that like you're creating something and I think you're wishing for something, but it's kind of telling me that it's already happening. Like, just relax, which is good, actually. I think it will happen a lot quicker than you think. So for some of you, get manifesting, because I honestly feel like there's an energy here of like immediately just going into it. There will be an opportunity that comes in very quickly when you're working with spirit that's just going to kind of put you there. A lot of you are very, very heavily looked after by the universe, by the way. Like any spirit guides that you have or anyone in spirit, you're really looked after here. I think sometimes you can definitely worry yourself, Scorpio, when you feel a little bit unsafe or like insecure in a sense that you don't feel really looked after, but it makes sense if you're going through difficulty that we can feel a little bit neglected by the universe. But I really get a sense that there is someone always watching over you or always here. All right, anyways, let me just pull some cards for you. All right, overall energy, please, for Scorpio. Some of you need to read between the lines. Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Hold on. Well, you have a lot of good energy coming through for you. And some of you, there is like love coming up on the table for you, or some sort of conversation in love that's really going to ease something. Whether it's a desire or whether it's just something you were really worried about or conscious of. Okay. All right. So let me talk about it. I'm going to clarify these cards because I feel like I need more information for you guys. But let's speak of what I'm seeing already. So we have the co-create card, which is great. This is you working with spirit, working with your higher self to manifest some things. We have the egg there. So again, it's like something that you're birthing, bringing to life. This is something that is very personal to you. This is something that has your touch here, Scorpio. Okay, as you can see, the print here of the leopard is on the egg, so you're definitely transforming something into your own. For some of you, this could be starting a company, starting a business, or starting a new path, or just wanting something, it could even just be a relationship. Whatever it is, you are working hand in hand with the universe. They are listening. The co-create card is like my little meeting card, actually. So like you and the universe are having a bit of a meeting, having a little bit of a talk together. So they're listening to what it is that you're asking for. You then have this truth be told energy coming in next, which is, yeah, there is another side to the story, but sometimes this is, which pay attention to that if there is another side to the story, but this is not bringing anything bad to me. It kind of feels like, as you can see, sorry, let me recalibrate. This card always comes up when it's almost like you can climb through this window of opportunity. That's what it feels like. The truth be told is that this already exists for you. You just have to climb through this window, which means that there is an opportunity that may not seem so big, but it's going to completely shift your reality. And this is the energy that I'm picking up on, is that it's easier, at least within this week, to get the thing that you're wanting, because you then have time for a nap. Some of you could be or could benefit from listening to some like manifestation through your sleep or affirmations through your sleep or like timeline shifts, if you're wanting to do that, I do see that there is potential for like quantum leaping or like timeline shifts here. So you could jump into a different reality here. I don't know, I'm seeing that some of you may be really just in the manifestation mode, so take advantage of that energy. But anyways, of course, this is pay attention to your sleep. Time for a nap is just like, this is a good time to rest, which may seem counterproductive here, but they're actually saying that this is beneficial to you because when you're resting, you're acting as if it's already happening for you. So this is a part of the process. But this card is also a card that comes in for me when you've already achieved the thing that you wanted. Why? Because this is like a part 2 of one of the cards already in the deck, which is the Observer card, which is the fox who's looking at the moon and going, I really want to be there. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but this is what I want. This is what I want, where I want to be, who I want to be. In the next blah blah blah, however long. And the time for nap is he's already got there. So for some of you, don't worry about if you're manifesting anything, if you're desiring anything, if you have this vision, if you have this dream. I have a very strong message for you that don't worry about how you're going to get there, especially if it seems very impossible, especially if it seems like it's too far away or like there's no chance I'm going to get there. I actually see an opportunity coming through, a window of opportunity coming through for you that is actually going to lead you to where it is that you want to be actually a lot quicker than you anticipated. Okay, so just pay attention to that. We have the well energy coming through, which is all about new beginnings, but the well is also about understanding that there is a well of opportunity for you. This always comes through as you have multiple beginnings to choose from. You may need to take some time out, his Scorpio, in his Hanged Man energy to really think about what resonates with you the most. For some of you, you might be in this energy already of kind of feeling stuck in your current circumstances, feeling a little bit like there's no progress, or maybe this is your way of, because the Hanged Man, he puts himself up into this position so he can look at things differently. And if this is a different reality you guys are wanting to jump into, where you are this creator or you are this whatever it is that you desire, the well is like you then have the opportunity to manifest that into your reality and have those choices in front of you. So a lot of you guys are really like, this is a really good time to create a vision board, a mood board, like anything that where you put all of your dreams, goals in one place, or even if you write them down. Like, I just feel like a very big message for you is to really write it down. We then have a leg up coming through. So this is actually allowing yourself to be led at this time, which I think it plays a very big factor for this, because again, I'm seeing that you're being supported. So this is a good time to allow trustworthy people to guide you, or to allow the universe to guide you someplace. So don't worry about how you're going to get there. I'm kind of seeing that that's happening. I'm seeing that that's happening. We then have the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups, and this comes off as a separate message when it comes down to love and relationships, by the way. If you're single, this could be new love coming through. I don't think you're going to accept this at first or see this very seriously at first, but it seems like this is someone who is willing to grow and evolve. So I'm getting this energy that unless you're the Knight of Cups, of course, if you're extending yourself to somebody, then I feel like there could be some timing, like a gap of timing here. I suddenly got really dizzy. Don't know if you guys might need to, if you've been feeling dizzy, it could be some medical reasons. Okay, so maybe make sure you're getting the nutrients or check up with the doctor here. Let's clarify this combination, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups. Four of Swords, some of you might be taking a bit of a break or a time out from somebody. This could just be from your own emotions. The Moon, all right. In terms of love and relationships, but this could also be just in your life in general, okay? But when it pertains to other people, you might be wanting a bit of a break. This person is here for you, but I feel like maybe there was a bit of conflict or resistance or something between you and this person. There's a little bit of rubbing together maybe, that someone is taking the time out to really understand their emotions, because something is coming from a deeper place than what they're letting on. And that could be you, Scorpio, if you're having some problems with people. The Moon, the Seven of Wands, it kind of just feels like you're currently struggling with something emotionally, or there is some deeper wounds that you're dealing with. So this could definitely be what it is that you're doing. You could be, creating a relationship or a building with this person, but this can also be work related. You might need to take a bit of a break emotionally. That's what it feels like. Sorry, I just wanted to look at these cards. Because with the moon, maybe sometimes our emotions can be a little bit... I feel like there's a flare-up with emotions. Or feeling like you can't really give time and energy to something. If this is not you, this could be them. So, of course, you'll resonate with this however you wish. And you'll be able to flip the roles if necessary. But it feels like there is a bit of a break or timeout coming through. It doesn't mean that you're going to break up. It just means that I need some time for a bit of a week for myself or whatever. Because the moon and the Seven of Wands, it feels like there is something deeper that you're fighting. That might be creating some issues or chaos in a bit of a chaos. It might be creating some resistance or conflict in a relationship or in a dynamic with somebody else. Friends, whatever. This person is very understanding and I think they will give you that space. What's this moon? Tell me what it is that we're struggling with. Okay, if it's in terms of relationships, some of you might be having a very hard time with your emotions or connecting with somebody because of some trust issues or because of some self-sabotaging stuff here with the Seven of Swords. But some of you, the self-sabotaging is coming into a relationship because you were deceived in the past, okay? So maybe you guys are in your emotions a lot with a specific somebody. This person feels like they're trustworthy because this feels like this is not the person who deceived you, so this is who it will resonate with. Seven of Swords and a moon. I think you're convincing yourself that someone's untrustworthy because it's easier. I don't know if it actually is easier, but in the minds of someone who, and this is completely unconscious, by the way, you're not doing it on purpose. I don't see that at all. This person's not doing it on purpose at all. But unconsciously, it's easier to push away and go, no, this person's going to hurt me, that I'm not going to let them in. Like, they're already showing me red flags or like these small little orange flags that can be improved. You're like, these are dark red, like this is like completely not, or it could be even, yeah, anyways, there's a lot of ways this can resonate. But I'm kind of seeing that you might be really like holding up on certain things because you want to push away, because part of you wants to self-sabotage and completely detach from something because you're fearful of getting hurt. You're fearful of going through the same situation that you've been through, that you've seen others go through, or that you witnessed throughout your life. So the Seven of Swords and the moon is about hidden things, but with the things that I'm seeing here, I kind of feel like this is just internal. This is more about the fact that our emotions are kind of getting in the way of something here. And we have those 2 sevens. So what you're fighting here is some emotional self-sabotaging. So 6 of Swords, some of you may need a trip. 6 of Swords is about moving towards calmer shores. So I do see that you're going to overcome this. Some of you might need a little bit of a fresh air. All right, you need to take a little bit of a trip, whether it's physically or whether it's emotionally, taking a trip here, so you can understand that you're in a much different situation and you've moved away from a very difficult thing, but we have to let it go. Can't carry it with us, okay? All right. Clarify the Seven of Wands. Some of you, and I'm going to be very honest with you, what the hell is this on the back of my cards? All right. The Seven of Wands is like a resisting energy, especially when it comes down to this. I see that you're tackling something. This could be thoughts, this could be feelings, like, and it feels intense. The moon can distort reality a lot of the time. When we're in it, we can feel very distorted. So again, maybe because of certain things. I think that you're trying to overcome this, though, for a lot of you. This fear, this negative way of thinking, or this like repetitive way of thinking because of the past, whatever this is for you. 4 of Pentacles and the Empress kind of tells me that the reason why this is coming up and addressing the root issue is going to be very important for you is because maybe you don't feel worthy of love, of true love. And I think with the Empress, you have such a big heart. You embody this Empress energy, whoever you are out there. This is an unconditionally loving energy. This is someone who loves freely, who is not afraid because they know their worth. They don't just give their energy to anyone. Absolutely not. But, and to be honest, the Empress attracts energy anyway. So she just sits nicely on that throne and the right energies come her way and she repels the other energy, But this Four of Pentacles is playing it small. This Four of Pentacles is really holding in, holding back, so fearful of being this Empress, of being this loving energy. Because of there is a fear of hurt, and also a fear that if you allow someone into this side of you, that they're going to take advantage of it. Which just means that someone did that in the past. There is a deep wound here for you, Scorpio, to heal. Now, how do we do this? So you already embody the Empress energy. It's just about being authentically you. Placing boundaries where necessary, absolutely. Saying no when necessary, and not needing to overly explain why. Like, I'm just saying no because I just don't feel, I'm a bit sick, lying all the way through it. No, it's just completely saying that's just not something I resonate with. This is not something I want to do. It just simply is. Like, it's holding yourself to a high value. It just is what it is. But you're a very loving energy, a very pure energy. But I think some people demonized you. Yeah, I'm picking up this energy that maybe when you placed boundaries, it was completely like, you're a horrible part. I can't believe you're not going to do this for me. Like, really? Hold up a sec. Are you forgetting everything I've done this entire time? I feel like some people definitely demonize you. I think you're dealing with some inner demons because of the demons you dealt with. That's just really what it feels like here. And this is where it distorts your reality, because you're feeling like you're a bad person for creating boundaries, for doing this or for doing that. You're not a bad person. That's one thing I want to say, Scorpio. Don't play it small though, just because of things that people have done to you. This is your life to live. And these people don't deserve that kind of power. But I just get a very wounded energy from you where you're holding in. You can see the difference between the Empress and the Four of Pentacles. One is so afraid of being stolen from. One's so afraid of losing things. One's so afraid. It's just complete lack energy, complete attachment. Whereas the Empress is the exact opposite of that. She just lets things flow. The reason why she's so abundant, it's not because she holds on to everything she has. It's the complete opposite. She understands the flow of life, the fact things come in and go back out. Very similar message to what I had with Cancer signs, actually, was that we have to understand that not everything is permanent in life. Most things are actually very temporary. The people we have around, the experiences that we have are temporary. The phases of life that we have are temporary. The age that we have, very temporary. Everything's always moving, evolving, flowing. And the Empress is all about flow. So the moment we realize and understand, okay, actually I'm going to let go of the need to control something and hold on so tightly to something, or it has to be my way. This person has to do something like this because otherwise they're not for me. When we fixate on the details, when we fixate on some things, it comes from a very lack place, very wounded place, and it never really works. Things are meant to be moving. Money is supposed to flow in and out. But the more that we hold on to things, the more we're going to take it personally when they do leave, because it's supposed to. And that email came through. So in terms of, let's say, money, it's going to flow in and out. The more that you're controlling it, you're going to be very pissed off when the rent bill comes. But you have to, you know what I mean? It's just that's something that's supposed to flow. If we are resistant on letting things out, then it means that we're also resistant on letting things in. So we have to understand that that's just the way it is. So with the Empress energy, fully trust. All right, well, I'm a beautiful unconditional energy, and I attract in whatever I desire. Things go out, of course, to everybody, but things also come in just the same. So it's about understanding the being in this energy. Same when it comes down to love. Try not to get too attached to people. Maybe this is something that you're trying to not do, is self-sabotage in this way, by allowing things to flow and being in this throne energy, not hiding in the shadows, and not being like this, but being like this. All right, taking up space, super important. And this is where we gain victory over the war, over the problems that you've been through. So the truth be told is the Ace of Cups. There is this unconditionally love loving energy already within you, which is kind of like, just very quickly going back to the beginning of the reading where I was like doing that face, without explaining what I saw. It was kind of like this energy of you're manifesting something that you already have. You're manifesting to be someone that you already are. So that's why it's happening very quickly, is because it's all a matter of seeing it. And I think that moon energy, whatever it is that you're battling and trying to overcome and understand, is the only blockage, is that your perspective of yourself is very distorted, meaning you may see yourself as a bad person or someone who needs to be fixed, or whatever this is, but you already are an incredibly loving person. It's just that moon energy, these deep emotions and woundings, is the only thing that's just blocking you from fully being that Empress energy. Wow, we have a lot of gifts coming through for you, a lot of material things coming your way, which could mean your money is increasing, or it could be family matters coming through. We have June kite, which is vacation, and family matters coming through. All right, this could be separate messages, this could be other messages. Again, someone in spirit is definitely watching out for you. You have seahorse, so there's some family matters coming up within this week, okay? We have vacation. We have diamond coming through. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Bowl, plenty of material things. Underneath this, you have love. Underneath that, you have dolphin. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Let's pull you an animal spirit card for you. Interesting. We have wombat spirit, be at home. Now, being at home, you may be being at home, but this really means being in your energy. And I think for a lot of you, this is what you're doing. You're taking some time out for yourself. And I think this is really good for you. There's a reason why you feel so strongly towards doing that, is because when having to kind of go back in home to kind of rejuvenate your energy, regain that energy to really understand some things that maybe you needed to think about separately. This is a very independent energy that's coming through, but it's about being in a place where you feel safe enough to be vulnerable. And finding where that place is and listening to those thoughts and feelings when you're going through it. But incredibly good stuff. The time for a nap, again, is saying that you are going to get what it is you want. A lot of you are, again, leaping. But it feels like the most important message that we picked up on within this reading is just stepping into this person who is already you, of abundance. A lot of you is just kind of just figuring out your true energy again, without that imposter syndrome, and having a lot more confidence in yourself, without that imposter syndrome, without that lack perspective or feeling that someone's going to take advantage of that. Place the right boundaries. Just remember, you have always and will always bounce back from things, Scorpio. But it's just about dealing with the mind, dealing with the emotions, dealing with the heart. But it's all transforming, all right, for you. Stepping into this beautiful energy, all right? So, Scorpio, I love you guys. Wish you all the best. And I hope to see you guys next time.